I'd like to invite Sue Higgins to the stage, please.
It's very bright. Good evening all. Thank you so much to all of you who have been up here and shared your heart and your soul and your power and your culture and your journey. I too acknowledge that we are on the beautiful Wujibal Waiwal lands, and my name's Sue. I'm one of your Greens MPs in the New South Wales Parliament. This is such a different place to the place I work. This is the very hall that I came with my first child and swam in the creek here, and just being here on this land and being here in this incredible act of defiance right here, right now, is a very powerful but also a very, very enriching thing to do. I actually wasn't expecting or realising what I would walk into this evening, and I just can't tell you how much this stuff fills my belly, and I will take it back to that institution, some days that I refer to as the heart of darkness, New South Wales Parliament. And some days it's a pretty powerful place, but we are absolutely on the land of the Wujibal Waiwal people. This land is stolen land, and every single day we must remember that as we work together in our defiance and our strength and our power on the journey of love and truth. I love the fact that it is love that you started us here tonight, and it's the place we must always hold the strongest in our fights, as brutal as they can be. We know right now that there is a platform of untruth that is so dark and deep and dangerous. It is without a doubt what we are seeing on the international stage right now, a brutal, awful, but end times act of colonial genocide. That is what we are seeing. Right now, as we meet tonight, the International Court of Justice commences the hearing of South Africa's application that genocide is taking place. It's difficult for us in a place as beautiful and strong and magic and loving as we are here to remember that those institutions of democracy are incredibly important too. They sometimes do grave injustice, they sometimes do a glimmer of justice, and sometimes they do deep, real-time justice. We have to work for that deep, real-time justice in those institutions. We have to occupy those institutions, hold them, because slowly but surely we're replacing them with better institutions of justice, and that is grassroots democracy. That's what we're doing here tonight. Please don't for a moment underestimate the power tonight of turning up for this very event to talk the truth that is happening here this evening. Subi's presentation to you tonight is so deep and so powerful. I have been with him on at a couple of events. Every time it builds, it's the truth, we're speaking this truth to power, and he's absolutely right in his begging everyone here tonight, please don't forget, showing up is vital, but so is the continuation when you go home and tomorrow morning and the next morning. I know it sounds like a potentially small act, but you must email, you must write to, and you must call those people who are occupying those seats of power right now. Those seats of power that are not more powerful than your seat right here and right now. They're just a different seat of power. And it's a power that you must communicate with. You must contact Penny Wong right now. You must contact Anthony Albanese. If you're not doing it, they can't hear you, they can't see you. I became an MP a couple of years ago. I actually had a brilliant life before that, but we won't go into that tonight. I know that it's my
The reason I'm there, of course, is my journey fighting that awful colonial system that keeps exploiting this beautiful, big, blue-green, dancing, living planet that we're all on here together to work together. And the reality is, I had no idea until I got in there, in my small seat as a Greens MP, I had no idea just how that power of connection from people really impacts you as an MP. I'm probably more of an empath than many of the other MPs, but I can tell you, they have officers, they have staff, and those people see you, they hear you, they read your words, and they know every time that you do that, they are impacted in some way or another, and it's their job to communicate to the person who's occupying that seat. So please, you must do it. Remember, this is how strong we are right now in helping the resistance in Palestine and helping to ensure that this genocide act ends and the truth be spoken. And if you remember, it was your Premier, Chris Minns, on the night he decided to light up the Opera House with the Israeli flag, and the night all of the Palestinian people and the allies in Sydney marched on that place and went, no, you will not do this, you will not represent a colonial future here in New South Wales. And then day after day and week after week, the Palestinian people and the resistance movement in our major cities said no to the police. We won't be calm, we will resist, we will march together, and we will do it, and we will keep doing it. And since then, we are changing the future. We have changed the course of this state. We now know that Minns can't stand up and back Israel. He can't do that because of you. And you're here tonight, and we will keep turning up, and we will keep turning up because we have love in our hearts. We have a deep intellectual connection to the systems of democracy. We are empowered, and we know what we can do when we do speak truth to power and we don't surrender our truth, our love, and our power. So please, everybody, please continue your strength in allyship, and let's get this job done. Please keep an eye on the International Court of Justice and do everything we can to continue to call for a ceasefire and for an end to this genocide. And let's remember, we are 10,000 at least children lost, and we should fight and fight because we can't lose one more. Thank you all.